Hello and welcome back. So now I'm going to introduce you to the quotient rule. Quotient rule. And the quotient rule says if you had A over B prime, that equals B times A prime minus A times B prime all over B squared. So let's do a problem using that. Let's say we had y equals 2x plus 5 over 3x minus 2. So what I like to do first is just to write down A, B, A prime, B prime, and then B squared. Because if you have everything written down, then you can just plug it into this form, and then you'll get your answer by doing that. So we know A is the top, so that's 2x plus 5. B is the denominator, so that's 3x minus 2. Now we need to figure out A prime, we need to figure out B prime, and we need to figure out B squared. Well, B squared is just B squared, and B is 3x minus 2, so B squared is 3x minus 2 squared. So all we really need to figure out is A prime and B prime, and then we just need to plug it in this quotient rule form, and then we'll get the answer by doing that. So A equals 2x plus 5. So we can use the sum rule that says that A plus B prime is A prime plus B, A plus B prime is A prime plus B prime. So this equals 2x prime plus 5 prime, which further equals 2x prime. We can use a power rule that says nx to the n minus 1. N is 1 in this, so 1 comes down and it becomes x to the 0, and anything to the 0 is 1. So 2x prime equals 2. And that's for any x. If you had 5x prime, it would equal 5. 6x prime, it would equal 6. Because the x just disappears because it becomes x to the 0, because it's to the n minus 1, and n is 1. So that's 2. And then 5 prime, we know from the constant multiple rule that, or the constant rule, that 5 prime is 0. So this is 2. And B is 3x minus 2, which we can use the difference rule, which breaks it down. It says it's 3x prime minus 2 prime. And 3x prime, we can use the same power rule right there, so that equals 3. Minus, and then the constant always is 0, so, or the derivative of a constant is always 0, so it's 3 minus 0, so that equals 3. So we figured out A prime and we figured out B prime. So we can put that up here. I can write A prime is 2 and B prime is 3. And now, since I don't have any space, I'm going to erase this part of it. Yeah. And this right here. Okay, so now that we know A, we know B, we know A prime, we know B prime, and we know B squared, all we need to do is plug it into this, and we'll get our answer. So B is 3x minus 2. A prime is 2, so it's times 2. Let me put this in brackets, so we can keep them separated. Minus A is 2x plus 5 And then b prime is 3, so it's times 3. And then this is all over b squared, and b squared is, oh, I don't know why I wrote prime there, this should be squared. It's 3x minus 2 squared, so it's 3x minus 2 squared. So now this is pretty much it. We need to simplify this, but this is basically our answer. So I don't have any space again, so I guess I'll continue up here. I'm gonna erase the quotient rule. You can always go back and look at it again. But so we can simplify this. We can multiply 2 by this equation. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4, so it's 6x minus 4. And then we have minus, and 3 times 2x is 6x. And 3 times 5 is 15. 15. And this is all over 3x minus 2 squared. So we can further simplify this now, and we can distribute this negative sign and write this out, so we get 6x minus 4. We distribute the negative, so that's negative 6x minus 15. And this is all over 3x minus 2 squared. So we can even further simplify this. We can see 6x and a negative 6x, so we can cross those off. And so we end up with negative 15 minus 4, which is negative 19, over 3x minus 2 squared. And I don't see any more simplification in this. We could actually square this, but it's fine to leave it in this form. So this is our final answer. I know there were a bunch of steps in this problem, and you had to use a bunch of rules, but that's how most of the problems are going to be from now on. You're going to have to use a bunch of rules and then put them together like this. So again, I'm going to do another video that actually helps you out decide which rule to use when, and I think that should be helpful, but this is a quotient rule. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can email me at utamatchboxman@gmail.com. And keep watching.